morning, everybody. So, my name is Matthias Wieland. I'm from Bosch Digital Twin Industries. I would like to share with you some nice news story on our digital twin journey with a very specific and special customer just recently launched. So, we used the digital twin framework from AWS and worked together with AWS to provide a level 3 digital twin based on physics and our hybrid modeling approach to derive the goal and achieve the goal from the customer. A little bit about the customer. Cadent Gas is the leading infrastructure gas pipeline provider in UK with 88,000 miles of gas pipelines serving 11 million people's homes and businesses with the energy they need every day in and out. So what was the challenge of the customer when he approached AWS and Bosch? The customer is facing fatigue issues in the pipeline infrastructure due to new upcoming challenges, topics, so to say, by having a different mixture of gas in the pipeline, which is creating turbulences and, in the end, vibration. And this vibration leads to fatigue, which is not good for legacy infrastructure. So we got these tasks, and with the digital twin framework from AWS and together, we decided to use our hybrid modeling to provide a digital twin solution which can predict vibrations and fatigue based on symptoms. So with these capabilities and real-time monitoring with our partner Pepperl & Fuchs and fluid dynamics simulations which we are providing, we made the client being able to detect issues before they arise. The impact is significant. The impact for the client is relatively clear. From remote locations, they can detect based on pressure and flow and the current demand of gas in the pipeline if a potential issue can arise, and they can steer their maintenance team directly to the locations. They can balance the quantities in the gas pipelines to not have these issues, and also related to new regulations on methane slip, they can avoid this and be up to the mark. Furthermore, the client was worried about the infrastructure, which is built in the 80s, 90s, how to use it in the future environments when they are starting to also mix not only LNG gas into the pipeline, but also mix hydrogen in that pipeline. Would these pipelines be able to stay with that infrastructure as they are? So with our digital twin solution, you can simulate this kind of scenarios and detect potential areas where you need to do some upfitting of your pipeline. So what did we do in exact terms? The customer was for sure not immediately up to speed when we did our presentation and we showed him what we want to do. So the challenge was there was a measurement done years ago on vibration on that site, on a specific site we are talking about from the client. So we got this vibrations data. We placed it in our AWS infrastructure on our digital twin. And then we run our simulations to simulate the vibrations. And we matched these vibrations with the real-time data from 7 years ago. When we did this, and both results, real-time data and also simulation data, matched almost to 90%, the client got convinced and said, now we're going to go and make the next step. And our next step was do the same exercise now. We apply sensors with our partner Peppel and Fuchs. We have all the ATEX certified ratings for doing so. And we are using this today's data with the today's demand, with the today's fluid properties to train our ML models to derive to a mathematical model which can be used to detect fatigue. So in this phase 2 we are at the moment. On Monday I wasn't here on the booth and I wasn't here on the fair. I was in London at the client site and we made the deployment of our OT IT Connect layer and we started to get data. Just after half an hour or even less. And this we are going to do now for the next 4 months, training our models, and then in phase 3 we're going to use this mathematical model to deploy it, and then we have a live digital twin on level 3 on that site. And the aspiration from the client is to roll that out to at least 100 sites, which they have in mind at the moment. In total, they have a bit more than 250 sites where they can do that. And futuristic looking in 2 years, 3 years onwards, they want to use this digital twin to also simulate certain changes in fluids, maybe also running on that infrastructure hydrogen, to simulate if the infrastructure is still capable to be used or on which single points it has to be updated, and therefore they can save costs. That would be the ultimate goal, which you see on the top right side. So I provided some pictures from Monday. So here you can see the site. We were allowed to go there together with the client. We had a very intense conversation about the issues and the locations of the issues, for sure, intersections where the valves are, where the pipes diameters is changing, there the fluids are hitting the walls and create vibrations. And we applied our sensors, and now they are sending data to our AWS cloud already since 4 days. And the customer is already impressed, even just seeing live data. Now we do ML training at the moment, and we compare it with our simulations on velocity and turbulences, and a small snapshot of our dashboards, which you can also see on the booth. So what did AWS and Bosch work together? Yeah, a lot of people are talking about the digital twin framework from AWS. We are using this framework as a guidance and a pathway also along with our customer when we are developing a digital twin specifically for his use case, to pick the services which we need. May it be data-driven digital twins or hybrid modeling based twins, or also simulation of twins before they even have infrastructure. And it's a very systematic system which helps us guide also the customer. It's for us a kind of a blueprint. It helped us very much. There's a lot of slides and also a blog existing. So the digital twin framework from AWS follows the complete chain of services and also sectors you need to reach to a level 3 or later on level 4 digital twin. So Bosch Digital Twin Industries and AWS are working together to support our customers in industry, industrial infrastructure and energy to manage and balance operational expenses. We are providing immersive experience, and we are continuously pushing the boundaries of digital twin. If you go today to our kiosk, you can see also already our Gen AI implementations for simplifying the interface to the user in the end. Furthermore, we are partnering with a couple of other companies also to reach to the level of automation. Now we are working together, as an example, with Syntax on our kiosk to get the insights our digital twin is generating to trigger automatic work orders like ordering spare parts in an ERP system such as SAP or Oracle. We also generate actionable insights based on our AI and ML algorithms. And we are using generative AI for our development, speeding up the implementation of our digital twin, but also to simplify the interface for the client. And we, as Digital Twin Industries, we are working on and with 6 building blocks. One of the essential ones is we are working along the connect, collect, consume, cognition layers. That means we are starting with the client, even on the OT side, to decide on which kind of sensorization is required. Is the current sensorization already capable enough to provide real-time data which we can use for our algorithms, which then generate the insights which everybody is looking for. Our hybrid modeling approach, physics-based simulations and data-based, mathematical-based models are getting together to also give the operator an understanding of the prediction the digital twin is providing to them, because they are all engineers, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers. They want to understand what they get. And furthermore, we are helping the client on a C-level to do performance management, to balance the load based on stock market values of gas, buying, selling values. And the specific value add which we are bringing is our specific asset templates on turbomachinery, on static equipment, which we are having ready in our library, which we are deploying to create the process twin in a much faster time than starting from scratch every day. One very important topic is connecting the 3 Ps: product, people, processes. We are always considering the people which are working with these digital twins to be onboarded as early as possible, because if the consumer is not happy in using the digital twin, it makes no sense to invest money for any enterprise in this kind of solutions. And therefore, also immersive visualization is a core important topic to simplify all these very complex informations for the people on the ground. So our digital twin is not a click and buy on a marketplace. It is a journey, a common journey with a client. And we have a very systematic approach, an ideation phase where we are talking about what is the business problems, where are the high impact areas, to directly target only these and keep the costs for the client as low as possible with the highest output and the highest outcome. After the ideation phase, we are going to the aggregation, analyze and act phase, where we are starting to deploy piece by piece our process twin to show progress and provide the customer a feeling from day one on. And as we onboard the customer that early, we are also able to get the customer the ability to scale it by himself. That means we do this only in one location, at one machine, machine A, as an example. And then the client has the tools and the capabilities to deploy the same digital twin on multiple locations by himself, doesn't need to interact with us, doesn't need to run projects with us. But we are anyway there anytime the client is in trouble. But most important from our perspective is we are an engineering team. We have data scientists, we have mechanical engineering people, we have physicists, material scientists in our team, which are understanding the problems of the clients, because we had these feelings in our journey in Bosch ourselves. We also struggled with our manufacturing locations, within our manufacturing locations, and we are sharing this knowledge and the pitfalls which we were falling in with our clients to make this journey as smooth as possible and join the digital twin era. Thank you very much. So I would like to invite you to meet us at our kiosk, where we can show you and demonstrate you a live digital twin. We have a turbo machinery running there with our dashboards and prediction engines, and also with our collaboration with Syntax, even triggering already SAP orders in an SAP ERP system. Thanks.